Hello and welcome to Writing 60. My name is Patty Rasmussen and I will be your instructor for this quarter. I just wanted to make a quick video to introduce you to the course and to go over the syllabus. So if you have any questions after viewing this, hopefully I'll clarify things if you've never done anything online. But if you still have questions afterwards, don't hesitate to ask. So right now I am on the course homepage. When I put up announcements, this is where they'll pop up, and it should be highlighted in some way so that you can see that they're there. So if I have anything to update, this is where it will be. If you click down on the syllabus, this is where you will find the syllabus of the course. We'll come back to this in just a moment. So when you want to get to the content of the course, you want to click on week 1, week 2, whatever you're doing. So you can collapse it, and then once you click on it, the content for that week will show up. Each week I will give you an overview of what you're going to be covering, the reading that you need to be doing, which also includes the videos that you need to watch. So it's kind of a weekly reading and watching introduction. So make sure you understand what it is you're supposed to be read, and then I will give you an overview of the assignments that you need to do. So as you'll notice, the assignments that are listed right here correspond to what I have in the course content under week 1. So it's pretty simple. Hopefully most of you have taken online courses before. So this should be kind of a no-brainer, but just want to make sure everybody's clear. So I don't have these up yet, but when you just click on these links, it'll take you to the pages that you need. You'll just click on the video links. This one at least has that one, so you just click on it and go. You'll have little quizzes or assessments like this one. You just simply begin syllabus agreement. Click that again, and then you do it. No big deal. Sometimes it'll be a Word document that's uploaded. Again, another link to a video. Discussion boards are something you're going to be working on each week. So I will give you the instructions, which are listed there. And then you can simply, not click on response. Oh, there it is. Click on respond. And that will bring up a text box, and that's where you will write your posts, and then you post response, and that's about it. Quizzes, activities, sometimes I'll just give you instructions, and then another place you need to look is the Dropbox. The Dropbox is very important because it will list the activities or the essays that you need to do, which is whatever it is you need to turn in. If you go to the Dropbox, this is where you will submit it electronically. As we go through the quarter, this Dropbox will get bigger and bigger. So you simply click on that, download attachment, just do your thing in the Dropbox. So yeah, hopefully you don't have any questions about that. And then as we again go through the quarter, these will open up. They're not all going to be open at one time. I will open them on Monday at 12 in the morning so that you can get started, but I'm not going to open them up any earlier than that. So week 1 will open up Monday. Week 2 will open up on Monday. All right, so let's move on to the syllabus. So let's go over the basic things. I will do office hours, but I only do them online. And if you want to make an appointment with me, just email me, and then we can work out a time. We can do it through Blackboard Collaborate. So I'm pretty flexible as to when I'm willing to do office hours, but the big thing you need to remember is that I only do them online. So here's the course description, the objectives. You can read that on your own. The course structure, everything's online. Here are the required materials that you need. The textbook, make sure you have daily internet access, and then access to Microsoft Word. I expect you to get on here at least once a day more is even better. And as you guys work on stuff, I'm sure you'll be on, but you need to get on at least once a day to look for any announcements or emails or things like that. So here's a list of the assignments that you're going to work on over the quarter. The biggest portion of your total grade is going to be the final essay. And the final essay is actually an essay that you will already have written during the quarter, but it's going to be revised and improved and then submitted as a final. So you're going to have 4 major essays that you will write, but the final essay is one of those essays that you choose and revise again. Okay, does that make sense? So you're not writing a new essay. It's just one of the 4 that you've already written that you're going to improve even further and that you want to demonstrate as your best work. You'll have a final exam, which will cover all of the reading material that you've done. And the questions will be taken from the chapter quizzes. So again, just like with the final essay, the final exam will be all questions that you've already had before. So make sure you do well on the chapter quizzes, and then you'll do fine on the final exam. The chapter quizzes, you will have 1 quiz per chapter that you read, and you're going to read pretty much the whole book. So you're going to have quite a few quizzes, but they're not going to be very long. I just want you to make sure you get the most important information out of each chapter. All right, the major essays. I'm going to talk about this one for a minute. So you're going to have 4, but you're going to have 2 weeks to do them. The first week, you will write a completed draft, a complete final draft, and you will turn it in on Sunday. Then I will comment on it. I will give you some participation points for turning it in on time. I will comment on it and then return it back to you. You then have another week to revise it and turn it in again the next Sunday, and then I will give you a traditional grade. So I'm giving you 2 chances to turn in each paper. The first time I will give you comments back on how to revise it. The second time is for a final traditional grade. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. 2 chances. First time, you're just going to get participation points. The second time, you're going to get an actual grade. And then I've got a video to accompany Essay 1. I don't think I'm going to do this every single time. I might, but I did for the first one for sure to help clarify the grading and the first turn-in versus the second turn-in. I just want to make sure you're not confused about that. But it's good. It's a good thing. It's giving you multiple chances to improve yourself, because that's what this course is all about. It's improving and gaining confidence, not about throwing things at you that are particularly difficult. I want you to get comfortable with writing so that you can work up in the higher levels of writing courses and do so well. Let's see here. The writing activities are just going to be more practice, like the parts of speech. That's where you will actually apply what you have read in the textbook. So you will have 1 or 2 of those a week. They're smaller assignments, but they actually apply what it is you are learning in the textbook. And then lastly, you will have discussion boards. You'll have 2 weeks to do them. You'll have an initial post that will be due at the end of the first week, and then you've got response posts that are due at the end of the second week. So the directions on the first discussion board will outline that for you more clearly. And then you'll have 5 total. So I believe, yep, 5 discussion boards. All right, so here's how everything will be weighted. That final essay, just 1 single assignment is 30%. The 4 essays collectively are 20%. All the discussion boards are 20%, and then everything else is 10% each. Here's the grading scale. Make sure you read my policies really well. I'm not going to take the time to comment on every single one of them. Talked about office hours. Email. Don't email me your assignments because I won't look at them. It's the equivalent of you walking into my office, putting your work on my desk, and walking away. That's not the point. You have drop boxes up here to put your work in, and most of the time people email me their work when it's late, and as you will see right here, I don't accept late work. So don't email it to me if it's late, because I'm not going to look at it. And I'll just email you back saying, thanks, but it's late, so I can't grade it. So really, there should be very little need for you to email me anything unless you're getting your work done ahead of time, which is always my suggestion. If you know you're going to be out of town or have something going on, get your work done early, because I won't accept it late. Okay. Don't ask about grades over email. It's illegal for me to talk about them. But if you have a question about a grade you got on an assignment, I'm willing to explain it. It's just don't email me and say, what's my grade? That's why we have the grade book. But if you have a specific question, that's totally different. Just don't ask me to tell you what your grade is. I'll just say, go look at the grade book. Grading, I'll just, grade based on pretty much all the, I try to be really clear about my standards for each assignment. So if you ever have questions on why you got a certain grade, again, don't hesitate to ask, because I try to be clear about that. I don't offer extra credit, so do your work the first time in the discussion board. Make sure you're professional and academic. No profanity, no bullying, nothing like that. I don't really have issues with that, but I still put it in there just to be safe. So just be courteous, and even if you want to disagree, that's totally fine. Disagree with your peers. That's the point. It's a discussion. You don't have to agree, but do so properly. Academic honesty is plagiarism. So if you get caught plagiarizing in any way, you'll get a 0 for the assignment or quiz, and if it happens again, you'll get a 0 for the course. Things that count as plagiarism are taking another person's ideas and not giving them credit, using somebody else's writing and turning it in as yours, having a website or a person build an assignment or paper for you, buying a paper, having someone else write it. Let's see here. Using past work from other courses is technically plagiarism, so don't do any of that. Fresh work, otherwise you're not going to improve. It's your education, so it's in your best interest to just start new, do your own work, and we won't have any issues. I'm going to be using Turnitin, and so that's software that will help me determine if you're taking things from the internet. So I do want you to be aware of that. It's a helpful tool for me. There are online and campus tutoring options for you if you would like further help beyond what I can do for you. So I do suggest you look into those. If you have any special accommodations, let me know. Here's the course outline. I'm going to start with sentences, work into paragraphs, and end with building an essay. So as we go through the quarter, we'll just keep building on your experience and knowledge, and hopefully by the end you'll have more confidence and hopefully see writing as a better thing than you do at the beginning. Writing's great, but it does take work, so hopefully you're willing to put that in, because I am more than willing to help you. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Email me anytime. I don't always look at my email over the weekend, but I will get back to you as soon as I can. So welcome to the course.